All right. The thought process was it's like, all right, we got something. Let's do that Planck energy. So we'll just do our little shorthand over here. So we're gonna do all right, gonna do E P. Big number. All right. What did what do we do? Are we dividing into J, big J for joules, our reference one of energy squared, and then that gives us an energy, or at least within the magnitude of the vacuum energy density. Okay. Again, full disclosure, when we actually go over there, it's, I mean, it's literally just giving us energy. It's not energy density. Because to do energy density, that's going to be a cubic volume. Okay. What if we did the very naive thing, just just to make it work, and we did, I don't know, meters cubed, because that's a volume. All right, it's about 96% the universe vacuum energy density. That's, I mean, that's neat. I mean, this seems very contrived and everything, but we've literally only got ones in here, or at least ones of something. We've got the reference one of energy, joules. Oh, let me go back. Because we got to add this here. We got to add our M. Why? Oh, who doesn't like some M&Ms? Okay. So our contrived method to get to the magnitude and perhaps even attempt to interpret the vacuum energy density. We've got the reference one of energy, the joule squared. We've got the reference one for the maximum energy, the Planck energy, and then we have the reference one of length, the meter cubed for a volume. Okay, and then we get pretty close to the vacuum energy density, but if, and again, this depends upon interpretation, as Dr. Gay had said earlier, that if one assumes that the dark energy, the vacuum energy, basically is or is at least some form of a component of the cosmological constant, or if we make that assumption, because again, the numbers are different, they're different dimensions, because one's the energy within a volume, and then the other is expressed as an inverse length for whatever reason. Because things both be going away. Okay. So if we were to assume that, let's pull out our spherical cows and be like, all right, if we assume that that's something to do with curvature, how might we figure that? Or how would we factor that into something that's just got some dimensional stuff? Well, there is something that relates to curvature that a lot of folks know. It also happens to be a very tasty snack. Our friend pie. Okay, that's cool. That's not correct though, because it's gonna throw our number off. We need something else. Perhaps something that maybe we could intuit and hopefully it would help give us at least approximately a right answer, or at least an answer we could provide an argument for. Well, if we're talking about energy density, excuse me, dimensity. Yes, if we're talking about energy density, that's energy contained with a volume. We seem to live in three spatial dimensions. Three. You could also break this apart. You can just have your dimensional stuff over here. And you have your geometric thing over here. Cool. What happens? What happens if we were to make that crazy assumption? I don't know. Let's find out. Probably actually share. Be like, oh, you're hiding stuff. Of course. All right. So I got pi, the curvature constant, at least for circles. Divide by three. Is that our three spatial dimensions? I don't know. Divided by joule, the reference one of energy squared. divided by the reference one of length cubed for a volume, and the maximum one of energy. Gives us this number here, this 5 yada yada times 10 to the minus 10 joules per cubic meter. And it's approximately the vacuum energy density. Cool.